My name is Pierina, and I am 81 years old, and I born in Sicily, Trabia, a small town, vicino Palermo.
What is the earliest memory you have as a child?
As a child, because we would live across the road to my grandmother, and matter of fact, I was stay with my grandmother for quite a bit. And my mother, when she married my father, I was the first one that I born, and most of the time, like I said, my grandmother, she was alone. Her husband died, so I was with my grandmother all the time. And I remember one day that I was little, and one of my uncle, he just come back from the army, and he was dressed like a soldier. And so he opened the door and he come in, and I was a little girl. I got scared that I see this guy dress up and come in, and I started to scream. My grandmother said, "Oh no, what about it? That's my son. That's my son." I said, "No, no, I didn't know that." So he hugged me, and so I grew up with my grandmother. And then my grandmother, she have the orchards, which they have a lot of fruit, and I grew up with her. Because I picked up the fruit in a basket, and then my uncle used to put it in a big basket, and take in Palermo to sell it. And this little orchards, it was on the sea. Matter of fact, this was a road over here, the house, the little orchards, and not more than 2-3 miles. And then it was a gate we opened, and there was the sea, which we play in the sea. It was beautiful. And all my cousins, they were there. There were 2 brothers that were working in the garden. And I remember I was a little girl. We have no toys. And once we got the little, that thing they used to grab the clothes. And my grandmother, she used to use it on, put a water and grab it. So we didn't have no toys. We picked up this thing, put it on the sea, and with couple of pieces of wood, we like a little boat. My grandmother, she got mad because the water from the sea is salty, and the wood would destroy. And then she said, then when I put the water go away. She was so mad. She said, she was throw some stone for us to come out. When she threw a stone, we went more far. Yeah, can I say when my grandmother, when her husband died, and she had 3 children, and she didn't know what to do. She said, how I make a living? So she just, like I said, they bought this piece of farm. They used to work there. And my grandmother said to my mother, Matea, you are the old one. You better going to learn something because, to make some money. So my mother, she was 14 years old, and she went to learn how to be a dressmaker, which all her life, that's what she was doing. And then when I grow up, she teach me to do that.
Yeah, I remember you used to make half of our clothes when we were kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the
Used to make
clothes.
some beautiful dresses
I still make my clothes,
Yeah, that's beautiful.
but I don't make anymore because I got too many.
Okay, education. Do you have any stories from what you can remember from school?
From school. I remember from school that I was living not too far from the school. My teacher, she had a house with the 2 little children, and she used to send me home, play with their own children. Instead of making me study, she was sending me to her home, which I didn't mind. It was nice. No, I didn't. That's all I did. Went until grade 5. I just learned not much.
Well, why did people back then only go to a certain grade? Was
There was no education. There was no job. There was nothing in town. No, everybody was learn something like a dressmaker, a regamare, or no, they don't even know.
So in those 5 years of school, all you really learned were just the basics, just,
Yeah,
basic math,
yeah,
basic English,
yeah, yeah.
and that's pretty amazing that, both of you guys have this beautiful house in South Florida with such little education. And that says a lot about, about your will and how strong you are inside and wanting to succeed no
Is
matter how much education you had.
Dad is more smart than I am.
No, I
He'll,
know, but mommy, you were the
he'll,
backbone also,
yeah,
you were there as well.
yeah.
After school, did you work?
After, no, no, it wasn't like I told you. I say it wasn't a job. I used to sell fruit from my grandmother with a little basket on a road in a small town. Used to go around and sell those things and then come back and give the money to my grandmother. That's all I did. Well, the war was, like I say, we were so little, and then when the war started, the people used to knock on the door, and they want money, they want matter of fact, they take all the gold that the people have because they want to sell it to buy army for the soldier to go in the war. And matter of fact, some people, then they find out, they take the old gold and put it inside because they don't want it given to them. And then when we started to bombard, and I remember it was next door to us, it was a lady, and the sister was living 3-4 blocks away, and in the middle of the night they throw a lot of bomb, and then she said, "Oh my God, it's closer to my sister. I don't know, I'm going to go and see maybe my sister die." And she did, her sister with her husband, and it was everything destroyed in that road. And like I said, and then they get worse and worse. From Palermo, people, they come in to live in a small town. And I remember one night, it was across the road, there was a lady, they were very friends. Matter of fact, this lady, she baptized my brother, and like a grandmother. And the one night, she was, they were really, really bad. They bombarded. So we throw the mattress on the floor, and everybody lie down in that. All of them, we hug each other and all. And then one day it was getting worse, and we went to pick up a blanket and pillow. We went in the farm, we went in the mountain, inside the cave. I don't know if I ever told you that. It was a big cave, and a lot of people was inside, lie down on the floor, because it was better than stay in town. And I remember we were there for a couple of days, and then the America come in. It was across the road. It was a road a little farther, and the America come in, and then we come out because we were happy. So they didn't know who we were, and so they started to shoot. Then there was one guy not too far. They said, "No, those are people. Those are people. Don't do that." So, and then after a few days, we picked up our stuff and we went to a nonna Concetta, Tobaggio. They have a little house closer to the mountain. And so we went to stay there, and they have all the family, all the cousins. We were at least more than 75 people there. And then we put all the mattress on the floor at night and lie down on the floor. And all the men that were outside lie down underneath the tree with a little blanket and pillow because there was no room inside. And then I remember at night when my grandmother used to say the rosary. And so then she used to say a couple of words, say, Gesù, fate allontanare questi nemici. Your father said, because he wants them to come in. This way the war would stop. So he said, no, falla avvicinare questi nemici. My grandmother, she got mad. So don't say that, don't say that. So anyway, we stayed for quite a few months there because, we couldn't go back in town. It was too much. And one day, I never forget, it was my 14 years old birthday, and they come in, I don't know why, I never know why this America, they're supposed to help us. Instead, they come in 500 planes and bombard Palermo. 500 bombard. Why? They look for the Germany. How can you see the German from up there? You throw the bomb, you don't know who you kill. Where is the Germany? It's there, it's here, it's there. You kill us. I don't know why they did that. I don't know.
So how old were you during the war? Around
I was
14?
14 when I was, first of all, I was 10, 11, 12. And then one day, some American soldier, they come in and they were in Campagna ci penso tu, not Ciuminico. You don't remember? And when we went on the beach.
No.
You don't remember? It was a little boy who played in the water, no? Mm. And the American, we asked them, why did you throw so much? And they said, we try, because the captain, everybody, they told, you have to go there, you have to go there, you have to throw all this bomb, whatever you kind of. They said, we tried to do that, what they say, but we didn't throw over here because I know we have a relative, we have a grandparents, we have a cousin, we don't want to do that. So then we throw in water and the sea, the bomb. This way, we go back empty. Longer we didn't have any bomb. And my uncle, he did dig, like from here to cross the road, something on a farm, really deep. Because they say when they throw bombs, sometimes the bomb come here, and then the sketch that kill people. So we used to go inside that day and stay there to save it from those things. And we tried to the best. We grown up in the war, it was bad. And then your father was in the army with the soldier at a town. And he stayed with them, and then he's going to tell you the story. And like I say, when everything was come down, we bought the house of Calvario, and I was 18, 19, something like that, and then he had a fight with the guy. And the mafia nephew, your father, then he's going to tell you the story. And so I have, from that guy, and a few other boys, I have 4 people asking my hand in marriage, 4 people. And with him, 5 of them. And when he come in to ask for my hand in marriage, my mother told me, I said, well, where for everybody else, you never telling me. Why you telling me for him? He said, well, he's a relative, and we know him, he's a good boy. I said, I don't know, do what you want to do. I don't care.
How did Dad propose to you?
That's what they do. They sent the parents, my parents, and they told that he was interested in me. That's what the way they do. And then when my parents, they told their parents, okay, then he was Cialina, she was engaged already. And her mother said, Vince, Lina, she have to get married first. And you have to go in the army. And when you come back from the army, then you're going to go to see the girl at night. And so I said, okay. So then he was... one day he went in Palermo to see the captain to check him out for go in the army. They check the body if they're okay. And and then he said he was a friend with Nonno Vincenzo. And he said, Vincenzo, do you want your son to go in the army or you want to keep with you? I said, sir, I have a farm, I have five kids. I need him. If you can leave him to me, he said, it would be nice. So that's what he did. He wrote it down and I said, Vincenzo, you wait here. When they wrote the concedo limitato, he come out and they give it to him. He say, here, Vincenzo, go home. I say, what? Go home? This yes, go home with your father. So when he come back, promise was with her mother, when he come back from the army, he can come in and see me. So he come in and see me. My mother said, what are you doing here? I said, I just come back from the army. They said, what do you mean you come back from the army? You just went this morning. I said, I just come back from. She said, do your mother know that? I said, my mother don't need to know. That's what the promise was. I come back from me. And then when her mother found out that she was mad. And then he was every night he was come over.
So tell me about how Dad used to serenade you.
Well, he used to sing it because he used to sing it. They have the accordion when they go to party, wearing things like that. Then when they come out, they go in the corner. But sometimes that time it was not even engaged. We were just oh, there is a girl over there. We're going to play in the corner. We're going to say in the corner over there. And everybody all night, especially my father, used to complain. Why don't they go home? Don't they know people are supposed to get up and go to work in the morning? He was mad. So anyway, and then when he, before he come in to see me, I was go to not too far from my house. It was a lady which I was learning how to regamare, cotellaro da with big, and I was there, and he was calling me. He used to have they used to have the oven to make bread, and no, so he grabbed her early in the morning to do that, and then he finished her early in the afternoon. So then he come home to my place, and he used to call my brother and say, gonna call your sister. First of all, he take him to the store to buy him ice cream. And then he say, gonna call your sister, tell her that I'm here. So he called me, I was go home, and he have fun because he wants, and most of the time he was tired, and he said, can I go sleep in your bed, upstairs in your bed? Then, okay, go ahead. That's when he was coming down. I said, it was a nice hug with your pillow. It was nice hug. So, and that's the way. 2 years we were engaged for 2 years.
2 years you were engaged?
I was 20, and then we got married when I was 22. And 2 years, they were fast. And then when they got married, we have no place to go. So my mother, she gave me the house with the bed and everything. And my uncle have a house not too far next door, and they have a room upstairs. So they put a bed there. They stay there, and we have there. And after 3 or 4 months, I was pregnant. So I went over there to get some wood. You know, we used to have no electric. We used to cook with wood. And so I went there to get some wood, and he had a little dog. This dog was closer to the wood. So all of a sudden, he bite me because he have a puppy at night. So he was thinking I'm going to steal his puppy. Oh my God, I was scream, run outside with my legs. I have stitches in my leg. And everybody was, what happened, Pierina, what is it? I said, I lost a baby. It was the first baby, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so you lost the first baby because the dog bit you.
Yeah.
You got really scared.
Yeah, oh
That's
yeah.
what happened.
Yeah, because, all of a sudden you see that your leg is all in his mouth. And, oh my God. I cannot forget that.
tell me what the wedding was like.
I was going to say, when I was younger, we didn't have, like I told you before, we didn't have no toys. And we used to eat a prune. And the prune was a bone inside. And with the bone, I just scratch in a piece of stone from both sides, a whistle. And then with Italy, we have a big lemon, the big lemon, I don't know if you ever see. We cut the top of it, and we write it down, and then number on the floor, and so 1, 2, 3. And then we step on and jump on, toys that we make ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
I have no choice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you gotta be ingenuitive. Okay, so this is the one about the wedding. So what was the wedding like?
Well, it was nice. We was not too far away from our home. We go walk. You remember Calvario, to the church. We just walk over there, and we invite other relative and few cousins, few friends, and then we went not too far, like in a half an hour walk, and there was a place where we can dance and have a sweet. In daytime, we used to, after the church, we went to a nonna. She have a bigger house than mine, so she have a dinner for us and everything. And then we went upstairs, lie down on the floor to take a little nap. And I remember, on the floor, hard floor, sit, lie down and I cannot do that anymore. That time it was okay. So then we get up, we change, and we went to this place where we were dancing, and we was a lot of sweet stuff, ice cream, and things like that. And then we went home, and that's it. Then we went in bed, and then when
started making babies.
When your father was bugging me too much, I used to, he still do. I used to, he fall out of bed. He fall out of bed once. Because he's, I always say, he's...
Itchy?
Yeah, he's couldn't take it.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So he once, because he always used to bug me and let me sleep.
So how many people were at the wedding? Do you remember?
No.
No.
Quite a few.
Yeah.
200 or 300, I don't know. And matter of fact, when we went back on the 45th anniversary, and all the town was there in church, say hello, 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 because everybody knew us. Everybody knows small towns. Yeah.
That's cute. Okay, so when did Dad come to Canada?
Well, then his father decided to go in Canada, which his uncle called him, and his uncle Luigi, and he have a factory. And because, when you call somebody, you have to have a permesso to call them. And so he have this farm, and he called him, his father, because he was going to give a job. So he went over there, stay with his uncle, and then he called your father. And then they changed his small town. C'era Autorudare Caterina, I don't know if he's still there. And so then he was there, and then there when he come back, he tried to find a job, and he found a little job in one restaurant. From the restaurant, then he find a job with one guy that was doing construction. That's when he learned how to build this, build that, and I left after 10 months. Then he called me. And so I have there a room, it was King Street, across the road to the fire department. There's a fire department. And so anyway, that's where and there was another guy who came in with him from Italy. When in fact he was stayed there with us. And then one day I was cooking. I was making sauce. I was in the kitchen. And then I was coming back on this side, and the firemen, they were across the road. So I was on the window, and I said, where those policemen, they go? There was a scream. I said, they're not too far from here. So, and then all of a sudden I seen two with the boots, boom, 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 boom. I said, I turned around and I said, the one fireman who was inside. I said, what are you doing here? I said, what do you mean what I'm doing here? What are you doing in there? He said, where is your pot? On the floor on the street. This is in Bruges. So they started making smoke. And across the road, they used to live some Chinese. So they see the fire, so they call it the fire department. So they come back, they come in, so they call me and they tell me, you next time when you cook, you get watch clock and put it beside you. He said, that's what you're doing. You don't leave the pot alone. Yeah.
How soon after Dad came to Canada did you come?
10 months.
It was 10 months.
10, 11 months, something like that.
And
Yeah.
what did you do in Italy while he was here?
Nothing. Helping my mother to sew. And like, you know, I helped my grandmother make a salsa, make jam, make all the, you know, from the garden. That's all we have. We don't have we make our own food. And then when I went in Canada, I didn't know one words in English, so I did. I was looking for a job, so your father wrote me down in my hands and said, "You got a job for me?" So I went to dry cleaner, and this dry cleaner, there was few Italian people working there. But so I went to the boss. I said, "Sir, ci fece vedere la mano." Dice, "Oh, yeah, I know what you mean." Dice, "I got a job for you." So, and I worked there for a while, and then I was pregnant with Enzo. And then one day, the machine, you know, there was for press sheet, and the machine is the long one. So this machine, then it didn't go down. So I started to move down the sheets, and every time the machine went down, I got a burn in my hands. That's why I got all this. No, I think this one was. So anyway, and oh my gosh, the scream. So they taken me to the doctor, and I was a couple of months without I cannot use my hands. And then I was pregnant 8 months. Yeah, I was scared that I'm going to lose another baby. So, and you know how much I was making? $18 a week. That's how much I was making. Yeah, and then I started to learn how to sew a few words, and I want to go to school. My father said, I don't need that teach you. I teach. What do you mean? Well, how can you teach me? So anyway, then I went to learn to look for a job to dressmaker, which I find a good job, a couple of places, and I sewed for many years. Was a dressmaker. Yeah, that's what I know best. Yeah, and then I have children, one after another. And I have one, we were living, we bought $5,000, we bought a house on Talbot Street. On Talbot Street, across the road was the fire department, Enzo born. Then Talbot Street, Cane born. Then Waterloo Street, Matilda born. And then Horton Street, Mary born. And then the big mansion, you born. That's it. Too many already.
What stories do you remember of the restaurant? Can you tell us about the restaurant a little bit?
Okay. The restaurant, we live on Commissioner Road. No, I don't remember. Anyway, vicino ospedale. And then zia Maria e zia Salvina, they come in, stay with us. Un nonno stava con noi. Then my sister come in. We give a room to her. And then a nonna venne. A nonna non voleva venire perché c'aveva suo padre. And he said to, un nonno voleva che Ida veniva. Dice no, dice, when my father died, I come. So then she come over, so she took it upstairs, appartamento upstairs, and they will stay there. And then la nonna dice, ci sotto padre, dice, Vincent dice, I want to do something, I don't want to stay still here, do nothing. So they bought this house, when it was a restaurant, and they said, after they buy the house, they said, I want to do something. So the first room, they put a pizza oven, and they start to make pizza. And then me and Nonna was in the kitchen cooking. We used to cook like Italian food. So anyway, my brother then started to work with us. Then Uncle Frank started to work with us. And then it's quite a few people. And then we call his uncle Joe, I don't know if you remember, from Italy. He came in non ci penso, faceva un cameriere. Because then after he have one room in the back, l'avevano affittato. But then there is Caravante is not enough, just two tables c'avevano, o uno. Dice, we take those people to go home, get out of there, and we're going to put some table there. That's what they did. And then after a little while, it wasn't not even enough, and then father built the backyard. He built the room. It was a big room, which was Venezia room. And then all'entrata c'era cosa con l'acqua, quando trasevano ci davano the money for. And so then we bought a house next door. We sold the one we have. We buy a house next door, which it was a big house. So he joined the house together with one entrance. Instead of coming from where they come in before, they come in from here. And then he built another room. And he built the backyard too. So he joined it together, which, you know how it is. It was, he did Sicilian room. So it was a Spanish room, Sicilian room. And then from the back, he did, when we built the mansion, he took the downstairs and he was, Spanish room, I think it was. Anyway, a little bar in the back to full table. And then when we still have upstairs, and Mary, she come in one night, we come in behind we already have the music, the nightclub. So Mary, she come in and she say, behind the bar, she say, Mommy, I'm hungry. So I said, come on, okay, honey, I come. We're going to go. So after we went upstairs, I would change her, feed her. And if father went to sleep, he was tired because he slept in a restaurant. He was working at the casa, the construction help for half a day, and then half a day, all night in the restaurant. So I went to bed after 5 minutes. I said, oh my God, it's cheap. So I was Matilda and Vance and Connie, they would get up to go to school. So that's what I was doing. And I said, I didn't have time to lie down and go to sleep, because then she wake up again. And I said, oh my God. I said, someday when everybody go up, I said, I'm going to sleep all day. Thank God. Why don't I do that? Let me sleep all day.
How many jobs did you have before the restaurant?
I want to burn my hands and I want to sew it.
So just two different jobs?
Yeah, because that's what I know best. I don't know anything else besides the sewing.
Going back to a different question, when how did the family come to Canada? I know Dad came first, and then you came several months after.
Yeah.
How did everyone else follow? Did
Well,
they come with you? Or?
no, because nonno con la zia Maria e zia Salvina, che era a Florida, come si chiamava? Salvina, Salvina, Anica.
Yeah.
Salvina.
Yeah.
Salvina and Maria, they were single, they come in. And then when Dad, a nonna, si accattarono questa casa là del ristorante, then zia Lina, she come in with her husband.
Mm-hmm.
And she have one child already. And, you know, this one after another.
Mm-hmm.
Then after a while, my mother come in, I call her, she stay with us for a while. And then my brother grew up and he got married, you know, one after another.
So you didn't all come all at once.
No.
It was like a little bit at a time.
Yeah, one by one, yeah.
The move to Florida, how did you feel about that?
When I moved to Florida, I didn't know Florida. So my father with Uncle Gus come over to find out how how there was, and if they find some business, they were looking for business. And the more idea was to come over here because your father started to have a problem with her heart, and it was too cold for him, especially when we were staying in the basement. It was too cold for him. We had to stay upstairs. So that's why he came over here to find, matter of fact, once he was in a hospital over there. Then when come over here and it was so hot, and I said to him, I don't remember if I come over to see, how the weather was. And I said to him, I said, if you come over there, I said, when it's hot, you better open the air conditioner for me. He promised he will, but we have
We know how that turned out.
we have to argue about it. Yeah.
So how did it make you feel knowing that, you came from Italy when you were young?
It was hot.
And well, not just that, it's, leaving leaving loved ones behind, whether it was childhood friends or even relatives. So you made that big leap to Canada. And then how did you feel moving to Florida knowing that you're separating yourself from your family again? Like, how did that make you feel? Like,
Well, from Canada, we come over here, and that's why the children, they come in tree over here with us. And then it was just Matilda because she got married over there. And you were here too. And like I say, it's all of my cousin and relative that I have in Canada. It was after Tia Maria, Tia Lina, everybody, they bought their own house. Everybody was their own, they had their own business, their little restaurant. So we got used to it. We come over here, and then we've got the small restaurant up there. And because he have a little problem, he was for bypass over here. And then he got a small restaurant, and the kids do work, that with him. And I have the 11 units motel, which I never forget. All the kids used to say, Mommy, how can you do all that work? I say, honey, we left Italy with the suitcase, and now we go up and up and up. I say, we know what to do. We know how to work. It's hard, I know, but I know what to do. And I even used to cut the grass outside. It was not too much, but we used to wash all the sheets for 11 units motel. It's a lot of work. A lot of work. I'll never forget.
you ready? Take a deep breath.
Okay.
So, Mr. Bondi, please tell me your name, your age, and where you were born.
My name is Vincenzo Bondi, B-O-N-D-I. The date I was born was in June 4th, 1928. But my ID shows 6, because you know why? because on the 4th was a Saturday, and the city hall was closed. So I had to wait the 4th, 5, 6 till Monday. So that's when the ID shows up now, 6. Okay.
So you have 2 birthdays.
3.
3.
I got 4, 5, 6.
It's cute. Okay, so back in Italy, what was your earliest childhood memory?
Well, I remember that I had one sister, Solina, and she wants to go someplace, always be with her. All your hands, and walking here, so walking to that. And the mostly pleasure that we had those days, friends next door. We played together, we played games together, we joked together, we laughed together. I come to my house for dinner, you come to my house for dinner. This was the best friendship. Okay, I remember, And then, as we grow up, right, we go up higher, because I'm talking about 8 years, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then so the age goes up, right? We get older, and we start to get more games outside. You see, we don't have a CD, we don't have a DVD, we don't have a TV, we had nothing at all. We had to provide and make our own show, our own business, our own pleasure. Sometimes you got 10, 15, 20 kids that play outside. Everybody laughing and joking, so on and so forth, And so the best thing that I remember that I was about 14 years old, 14 years old, which now we talk about 1942, 1943, So we had the wartime come in between 1942 and 43. So all of a sudden, we were downtown walking, and we see all these American soldiers, big trucks, you name it, this and the other. I said, oh, mamma mia, look at it, watch this, watch that. So us kids, it's scared. So everybody went home. I said, Mommy, Dad, you know what I saw? You know what I saw? What? Coming downtown and see all trucks, days and days to come in. What they did, so they went park just outside town. They had about 25 acres of land, all of the trees. They walk right in and dump some of the trees out of there with bulldozer, then make their own home. 2 days after, for a friend of mine, he says, hey, Vincenzo, he said, you want to go see the armies? I said, what? He says, let's go over there. Maybe we can ask them to wash your clothes. Right. So we didn't know how to speak English. Nobody knew about it. So what I did, walk right in, and I see a bunch of soldiers. Okay. We don't know how to say one word in English, but we make understanding what we're looking for, only by hand. Oh yeah, sure. They come in with the shorts, the pants, and the socks, and it's like a bag. For a friend of mine. So each one had one bag. So what happened was I took home. My mother, she washed it. Very good. And you know what? Those days was tough because the farmer don't grow anything because everybody move in one place or another, move with this out and with that, Anyway, so a lot of my friends, they then go back and bring the clothes back. But I did. Everybody said, oh, look, it's nice. So okay, hold it. So call it here, call it there. They gave me 2 bags. Fine, I took home again. My mother, God bless her, she is, washed, cleaned it, she sterilized nicely. I took it back. When I took it back, one captain was there. And he says, oh, mamma mia, you know, just like that. Mamma mia, che bellezza, you know. I say, okay. He says, I'm Italian. He says, I understand it just a little bit. Finally. So he come up, so I give me a bag. My mother said, Mommy, that bag belongs to the captain. Okay, nice, you know, she wash it. So she wash and I took it back. When I took it back, the captain says, Mamma mia, just like in my house, you know, the hands like this. Finally, I did this for 2 weeks. Every day, every day, every day. One day, the captain cut to me. He says, I need someone to go with me in Palermo to buy the grocery, to buy the fruit, because the army didn't have a fridge. All had one big stove. You cook it, that's it, you know. I say, what? He says, I said, no. He says, let me come home, okay, let me talk to your mommy. So he come with the Jeep, sit in the back with him, with the driver, go to my house. You know, my mother, hey, capitano, entra. It was started making coffee, she made the thing. And so captain said, Signora, I'd like to say something to you. That I'm so pleased with your son. I have one baby home, just like him. You know, and it's the first time I saw him, you know, I fell in love with it. He said, can't be possible.
Hold that thought, Dad. Fall in love with him, but it's going to pick up the airplane.
You're playing.
Okay, so he fell in love with you.
So, can't be possible. And he stayed with me. He says, you don't worry about it. He is my son. My mother said, Captain, you know, whatever you think. So you took it back to the camp and make my own bed with the canopy on, right. And we used to go to Palermo every 2 days with the big truck, you know, to pick up the groceries. We used to go to the ship because the ship come in to the boat, right, and bring the clothes, and bring this, and bring that. So one day she says to me, I want you to come to me next town. I'm going to ask them to make you one suit for you as a sergeant. Okay? I said, really? So, pick up a Jeep with him, went to the tailor shop, and I said to the guy, I want you to make the best suit for this guy over here. So he made it up, he made a suit, it's a sergeant over here. I went home. And he went crazy. Sergeant. But meantime, you know what we did? Every night, when I finished the dinner, they put themselves, everything in boxes. I took home. All my neighbors, I give, you know, a little bit each. One night to you, one night to you, one night to you. Every night, because I don't, it's no fridge. Once you finish your dinner, goodbye. So the captain says, you know, I says, every time we got a food left, he says, I have you drive, take you home. He says, okay, and you give to your friends. That's what I did. So I stayed with him 9 months. Okay. And then next day he said to me, Vincenzo, he says, I got a bad news. I got a call from the embassy that we're going to move from here. I said, we're going to go way north in Italy. But let me tell you something. If God is willing and God is helping me, I'll go back home, I will call you. I will sponsor you to come with me in the United States. Fine. So they left. So 1 month after, he sent me a letter. And he says, Vincenzo, I know what I did, I promised to you, but everything here looks very tough. As a matter of fact, thousands and thousands of American people died there. He says, I never forget your promise. But if God helping me to go back alive, I will do that. So that was the last thing I heard from him. Anyway, so the war continue. You cannot go to the store and buy bread. You cannot. You know, so even you make your own, okay? Or, you know, you have to go to City Hall. At City Hall, they give you one letter. Go to such a place, and you can buy, depends, you got 4 or 5 people, 1 loaf of bread, 2 loaves of bread, like this. One friend of mine, he says to me, he said, you want to go to the farm? Yes, we're going to pick up because, what do you call that?
Flowers.
Flour. Anyway, so I said, okay. So my daddy had a horse, not a mule. He had not a donkey, he had a mule. So I said, you know, before, a friend of mine, I went home, Mommy, get a bottle of wine. Why? Come on, get a bottle of wine. Don't ask questions. I don't have time. So she gave me a bottle of wine. I took her there. And then I told the dear owner, when everything was ready, give it to me. So pick up my hand and I take them. One of the guys says, can I know you? I say, you people were the gentlemen today. You let me go. Here's what I do for my family. By the way, this is for me. Okay, I show him a bottle of wine. Right. I sat with them. Started talking.
Hold on a second. Too many noises. So you gave him the bottle of wine.
I gave a bottle of wine, served it at the dinner, sat with them, started talking, be friendly. Right. And asking me what's your name, what you're doing, where you live. Next day, I did the same thing. Pick up the mule and get something because now I'm just a business, not just for me. So as soon as I passed by the gate and they saw me, and what they did, turned their back on me. I just walked right in. I went home. I did the same thing. Bottle of wine every night. Sat with them. I did it for months and months and months and months. I never had a problem.
That's cute.
Yeah, I did it for a long time, yeah. Yeah.
Talk about your engagement with Mom. How long were you together before you asked her to marry you?
Okay. Well, I tell you what, here's what happened. Those days, it's not like today. Those days, you know, what you do, say you walk, you know, downtown or street, and you find a girl over there, and you put it in your mind, I like the girl. So you pass by. But what happened was, my case, with my mom, we had a second cousin. And we used to live same street. Me to go downtown, I had to pass her house. Her grandmother was my aunt. Right. Once in a while, hey, Vincenzo, come in, have a coffee. I was to come in. You're talking about 19 to 20 years old. Come have a coffee. She was there. At that point, I had no intention whatsoever. No idea whatsoever. Fine, you know, once in a while, Sunday morning, you come to church, you know, you pass by, you come by, or they invite you for a coffee, this and that, or you go downtown walking, you know. So anyway, once there was a guy that liked my wife. but she has no idea who this guy was.
Well, not your wife. It was your girlfriend at the time.
Yeah, well, that was my cousin, because she's my second cousin. So anyway, this guy, he saw me pass by and go over there. He went downtown. Those days, my town only is about 7,000 people. We don't have a TV, we don't have a phone. But I'll tell you one thing. You do one thing, in 5 minutes, the whole town will know about it. Much better to have a telephone. So he was to go downtown. Soon as see Vincent, I'm gonna break his face because okay, I don't want him to go pass by there because I like the girl, so on and so forth. Friend of mine who was telling me that, I said, don't pay attention, forget about it. No. So anyway, this going on, it's going on, it's going on. It was for a long time. Once I got fed up, this guy was to go to next town, learn boxing, him, with the bike. Now we had one church, big steps, 24 steps, because I know at the time. So I was over there, wait for him. He came down with the bike. I saw him. I say, brother, name is brother. Where you going? I go over there. I say, can you give me a ride? Sure. He didn't say nothing to me about it. Sure, coming in. So, climb into the bike. It was the driver, right? Okay. Just outside my town, there was a church on the side, okay, and a cemetery outside, and 4 steps going up. I said, oh, stop. I said, okay, I don't want to go over there. I said, why? So he stopped. So he get up. So they get up. 1, 2, 3, 4, down, flat. My cousin was about 2 hours up. He saw us fighting. He come over, right. He said, what's going on? I told him what happened. He said, go home. What in a casa? What in a casa? Anyways, so he went home. Unless they cut on you, you don't believe. Okay. His face was like this. He went home. His uncle was one guy, they belonged to mafia. He sent a note to me. Vincenzo, Santo, like to talk to you. He knew who the guy was. I pick up 4 friends of mine. I say, you stay there, you stay there, you stay there. Watch it. So I went in. The guy, hey, Vincenzo, how you doing? Come stai? Fine. So, sit down. I let it sit over here. I was sitting here. Okay, this guy over here, and it was set over there. I come, he says, what you do to my grandson? I says, they told you why? He said, what, he told me this? I says, no, that's not so. I said, this is my home. This is my street. She is my cousin. She's my hand. And I have the right, every time she calls me, to go see her. I said, you open up his mouth because you don't want Vincenzo to pass the house because I like the girl. He said, really? Point to him again. He said, next time don't lie to me. So and I walk home. So anyway, those days, you do something like that, so the girl will never get married again. Never. So anyways, so I went home. I went to my uncle. We were very close. Meantime, it's in Miami. It was swelling. I said, Gio. He said, good. Okay. He said, what happened? I told him what happened. So he said, come with me. So we went home to my house, to my mother. I said, Concetta, my mother, his name was Concetta. Do you know what happened to Vincenzo today? He said, no. That's what happened. So from there on, I started opening up my eyes. like the girl, she works, she's honest, she's second cousin, part of the family, this and that. So anyway, finally I started to change my mind. I said, Mommy, I like her. I said, someday, you're too young. Beside that, your sister because those days, don't matter how old you are, so your sister get married first, and you after. I said, doesn't matter. Just have an engagement. So anyway, all right, okay, va bene, Allah, okay. They went there, and I said, so no problem. So, and then, the deal was made. That you will not go to the house or near the house or see the girl until you come back from the army. Because I was 21 years old, so I was supposed to go in the army. Okay, deal. Here comes a letter to me that I have to go past the visa. Go in the army. So case ready, because those days, you pass it, you go. My late father, God bless years, he knew the captain, part of the family. We used to come to my house for dinner, go to his house, with the family. So he got to my father, said, Vincenzo, what do you want to do with your son? You want him sent in the army, or you want him to send him home? Signor Capitano, I need the Vincenzo. Io ho bisogno di Vincenzo. Don't worry about it. Non have paura. Here comes a day. I will stay there overnight, so next morning, everybody line up one after another. Close off, one after another. You go that way, you go because the doctor was there, check everything up, right? You go straight. When you come to me, he says, you go to the other door and wait for me. I waited about 2 hours. At the end, he come back to me with the big certificate. Concedo illimitato, which means you're not going army, you're going home. So what I did, pick up my suitcase, went home. Now, let's make a deal. Now, the deal was it, when you come back from the army, and then you go to your girlfriend, right? Now, I did come back from the army, right? What I did, I left my suitcase. My mother, she said, where you going? See my girlfriend. What? Mommy, deal's deal. So I went to the house, knock on the door. What are you doing here? I'm not going to the army. He says, my mother-in-law, is your mother know you're here? I said, yes. Listen, we made the deal, right? When I come back from the army, right? So I come back from the army. So I mean, that's what
Deal is deal.
deal.
Deal is a deal.
Yeah.
So tell me about the wedding.
Well, we stay engaged about over a year. So finally, my father sent me a big. My father was in Canada before then. So he sent me a letter to sponsor him over there, and so we had, we had about 100 people at the wedding. We had the wedding, and the dinner, dancing and so on and so forth. And at the church, I was crying my head off because my father wasn't out there, and I knew that after so I have to live with my mother here in home because he had a father stay with us, and she don't want to leave until the father die. She says, I'm not going nowhere until my father's alive. So then his father died, and then she moved to Canada. But meantime, so we stayed together almost about 9 months over there. And then so meantime my father sent me a letter, with the visa and so everything else, go to see him in Canada. So we were in Palermo. I was a boat. In Palermo, we had everybody climb on, We had a big view, see all my friends down there, my wife there, my uncle, all my friends, all my parents, so they were there. My mother was there, my wife was there, say goodbye with the boat.
So what does that photo mean to you?
That photo means to me a lot of memories, because this was the first day that I left in my country. To go to another country unknowing what you're going to do, unknowing who you're going to see it. Of course, I know, because my father wasn't there, but that's not the point. The point was that I'll leave all my friends over, all my mother back home there, all my brother, sister, okay, everything else. But the idea was, hoping God, thanks God, that someday we all be together back again. So that's all we did. But the picture here gave me a lot of memories, because I remember we were up there, as a boat, as a ship moves, say goodbye, everybody, so you tear. This picture's got the best memory in my life. So anyway, we traveled 9 days. Sometimes the ocean, up and down, up and down. We went to Halifax. Okay, Halifax, and pick up the train. That very, ship, no bed, just to set a junk train. So we traveled almost about 2 days from Halifax to Montreal. So then in Montreal, so we changed the train to London. So to London, so we traveled. So my father was there. We were happy, see my father, because I did 2 years, 2 years. So then my father, he had a job in the Montforest on the farm. Excuse me. On the farm. And sometimes I say, why my daddy left in my country? We're doing all right. We had a house paid for. We had a garden. We had a farm. We had things. I'll be honest with you, there was no reason why my father should have left the country. Okay. I started having my business, a bakery shop. Make a bread, get up at 1 o'clock in the morning, make a bread, and then people used to come in and make a bread, sell the bread, go to the store, sell the bread, we were doing good. Okay. As I say, I have no idea why my father, he wanted to go other country. As a matter of fact, he wanted to go to Venezuela. He paid somebody to go there. He paid so much money. And the guy sucked him the money. Never get there. So never get there. Anyway, and then so he changed his mind, because his uncle was Montforest. So his uncle says, man, come over here. He says, I find something. So he found a farmer.
So you had relatives here in Canada before your dad even came?
Right, yeah. Montforest. Yeah, Montforest. Yeah, okay. His name was Luigi Bondi. He died, was 104. So anyway, and then he didn't like that too much. Now we knew somebody in London, right? My dad, pick up a train and say to him, he says, can I get a job here someplace? He says, you come over here. He says, we'll find us something. So they find us something, and they find something at Marconi Club. He was cooking over there. He was doing something over there, So after a while, he started work. They were building, we say University North Richmond Street, way north. Okay, I don't remember the name, but then it was my father was working on that. But because the age, we knew the manager. My dad was like a pick the stuff up, put over there, light or something, so light. I got a job over there. So anyway, I got a job over there. We started building the walls and this and that. Then I didn't want to do that. I had a friend of mine, because those days, you start talking about where you come from, who you are. You start making friends. He says to me, I have a job at the bakery shop. I forget the name. I don't remember the name, but anyways, it's a bakery shop. So I worked there. I didn't like to work over there. That's what I didn't like. I want to go outside. So I want to go outside. So meantime, my wife would come over. So we rented apartments, which already had in the apartments, like Katarina, the second floor. So my father had one room, I had a room with my wife. So anyway, my wife, she find a job, a dressmaker, the sewing, the door, they make people that used to come in with the clothes, wash it, dry it, and then there's repair, she got the job over there. So meantime, I got a job, bakery shop, and I didn't like it. I knew a friend of mine that he used to work with the D&B construction. They used to buy lots and to build homes. So I say, I went up to the guy. I says, "You got a job for me?" So meantime, I start pick up a few words in English. He says, "What can you do?" "Nothing. You have to teach me." "Well, I have a job here." He said, "I'll tell you what. You go shop. I want you to buy toolbox, hammer, saw, and a tape. I come back here tomorrow morning." I come back tomorrow morning, and the table set up already. I had to cut all the 2x4s, 92.5 inches, all day. Cut 2x4. What I have to do, put the 2x4 up to some measure. Anyway, I stayed there for 2 weeks. Once I said to him, "Johnny, I don't like work here. I like to work with you guys. You can get 5 people working there. Put foundation on, put the walls up, because I want to learn." He said, "Why?" I said, "I don't like here. I want to be with you guys." "Okay." He says, "I can move it there with the guys, and I could get somebody else here." So he gave one French guy, jealous of French guy. He says to me, "Now you stay with him, okay, show you this and that." So anyway, he started talking. He says, "Okay, you do this, you do that, you do that." Meantime, I was keeping an eye how he does it, how he finish it, how he started, learn it. Right. And I started to do a little bit of my own, a little bit slowly. Because what you do, you give the map, and the map show you the diagram, wall here, so many inches, so many foot, so many this and that. So anyway, so I started to do my own. Read the print. So the major come in. He said, "Hey, you do a good job, eh?" I said, I'm trying. So in 2 months, I knew how to read it, I know how to build it, I know how to finish it, and I know how to do it. One day, the owner come up. He say, "Hey guys," he said, "I have more job for you guys when I finish here," because what he did, open up the subdivisions. Once finished, then what? You're going to have another one. He said, "We used to buy another 20 pieces of land, 20 acre land. We're going to build houses." So I'm going to start next week. I'll go look for a new manager. You got me. He said, "What are you trying to say?" I said, "I'll tell you what. Give me one house. Don't pay me for it. Give me one house." Because what happened those days, he had somebody come in, put the footings, put the walls up, and put the floors on. So we had to come in, put the frame up, the bathroom, the kitchen, the dining room, whatever it is. Anyway, so we started. I started outside. You got a wall here. You make 3.5 inches, and you put the wall up all the way along. You do the same over here, over here. Now between that, you got your windows. You got to make an opening for the window, door going in, whatever it is. So anyway, we did outside the frame. We come in inside. Now the system was that when you put the wall up, you put the wall here, you put X on. That means that's where the wall goes up. This guy was so jealous. This guy just come, he's telling me what to do. I've been here 2 years. He was mad. So anyway, this guy, what he did, instead of put the wall up with axle, he put all the other side. Put the walls up and nail fine. Now what happens? When you go the other side, because you got to put the wall, that's right, it won't fit. So he says, "Hey, Vincenzo," no, they had the wall up. Bring the wall, because the wall wasn't made outside. He said, "The wall won't fit." I said, "What happened?" I was scared. I went out there. I said, oh my gosh, started screaming to him. I said, "You son of my God." I said, "You have to put the wall there. Not here." Now, the owner passed by and see me screaming. He comes right in. The manager come up and says, "You out of here. Don't come back anymore. By the way, all of you, whatever Vincenzo does goes." And from now on, I worked with him 2 years, build the houses. I never had a problem. Build the houses, the frame, the roof, everything else. Then, my mother came from the oil country. Oh, I'm sorry. And then I had my own company, B&B Construction. A buffer. His name was a buffer. Friend of mine. We got together. We used to buy lots, 3, 4 at a time. Buy lots. We used to build houses. My mother came from the oil country and stay in my house, 227 Waterloo Street. Okay? My mother stayed the second floor. Stay there. We stayed downstairs. After 3 months, my mother said to me, "Vincenzo, I got to do something. I can't stay home all the time. Meantime, there was a house come up for sale on the corner of Waterloo and Horton Street. So we negotiated the house. They bought the house. Excuse me. They bought the house. Then I said to her, before that, I said, "You know what, Mom?" I said, "You buy the house. What I could do for you, I can make a big window to the front. He changed the front, put a new stone. I said, we can make just a pizza takeout. Nothing else, just pizza takeout. Okay, figlio mio, okay, va bene, okay. Allora, okay. So I remodeled. I went to get the license. I went to get the license, nobody else. Me, I went to get the license, okay? So Bill changed it, everything, yeah, put a big window, the entrance, and then we bought the oven, pizza oven, the roller, and a stove. Okay, we only want to make a pizza. We open up. No, excuse me. Okay, I said to Mom, I said, I'll come in from my job. I'll be here around about 3 o'clock. You come in the morning, make a sauce, cut the pepperoni, cut the pepper, I say, very windy. And then at about 5 o'clock, I come in, help you, get going. At that point, okay, I'm going to be honest, at that point, I never make a pizza before. Back home, yes, we did, but not the same. As a matter of fact, the first customer we had, we don't use cheese. Just the sauce, pepperoni, okay, everything else. That guy, he said to me, he says, next time I come in, he says, I want to have some cheese. And then I started thinking about it. Okay, I went to buy some cheese, a grated cheese, started making cheese. Now pizza started coming in. People started coming in, started coming in. No place to sit. Everybody come in and they'd sit, eat pizza.
And what year did you start the...
May 1959. May 1959. So anyway, on the back of that, there was a 1-bedroom apartment. I told to the people, I said, next month I want you out of here. I said to my mother, I said, Mom, you know what? We're going to have those people out of here. I said, I'm going to, put it open. I said, we're going to put it at the table back there. I put 8 tables, okay? And every month, people that can sit. People that come in and wait, can we sit? Can we sit? Sometime, now, my mother, she used to live second floor. Sometimes people that, we knew, I sent them upstairs to eat. Make a pizza there. So anyway, then we had a lot on the back. Okay, a lot on the back. I said, Mommy, I said, we're going to go good. I mean, Mommy, I said, we're going to do good. I said, he said, what do you want to do? I said, we have empty lot on the back. I said, make a sketch. I'm going to go down, City Hall to get a license for. Okay, so we decide, okay, my mother and I, we decide. Nobody else in my family, okay? We decide, it says, okay. I said to her, you know what, Mommy? I said, here's what, okay, like, I put table here, the table here. So I said, we could put about, together, about 100 people between the dining room over there, back over there. So I built that, okay? The only thing I had the people come in to put a foundation on, okay? Put a foundation, and then I come in with a friend of mine helping me to put the wall up. Nobody in my family helping me. I put the wall up, put the drywall inside, put the roof on, frame on, everything else. To help my father. My father helping me make cement, bring the block from here to there or brick from here to there. Okay, but wall is up, we finish it up. I did all myself. Nobody in my family helping me. So anyway, so we got everything done. So, and then my brother and I, we went to Detroit. Because as the more seats, more people coming in, you need more stuff in the kitchen. Right. We went by the dough mixer, which we didn't have it, a pizza roller, which we didn't have it. we went to Detroit. I know a guy over there, right? Now, anything you import from USA to Canada, if it's not made in Canada, no taxes. Pick up the car. I had the Cadillac. Pick up my car. We went, my brother and I. We bought the stuff. We bought the tables. We bought the chairs. We bought the stuff. Everything else. A stove, whatever we need. So they deliver. Anyway, we open up. We open up. What I want to do, I want to bring some kids from the school. You know, okay. I went to the college. I said, listen, every time you people need the hall, I have a place available. I have a jukebox. Those days, the jukebox, they put the code in, they play the music. I said, can you use anytime they want it? Oh, finally. Every weekend, that place was packed with the kids. Anyway, but meantime, to the weekend, the people come in for dining room with the area. Meantime, I started getting busy. I didn't have room for. The house next door came for sale. I bought the house. I paid for the house. Nobody else did. Okay. So anyway, I said to my mom, I said, you know, Mom, I said, oh, excuse me. Meantime, in the room over there, so I ordered some pictures. Venice pictures from Venice, because I want to call it the room Venice room. It's a design. So meantime, I put the arches in, around the arches. If people they put little steppers on, people they can look it down. I want to provide the dancing, music, and then people they come in, the dancing. But we didn't have live music. We all used the jukebox. Anyway, so we did that. And then we come by the house. I said to my mom, you know, Mom, I'm going to buy the house next door. I'm going to make the restaurant bigger. I say.
Totally heard all that.
Huh?
You're not supposed to come walking in if the doors are closed.
You said if it's locked.
No.
I'm sorry.
Oh. Can you guys hang out outside for a bit?
You're not done yet?
No.
Okay. Sorry. I'm gonna
Close that sliding one too, please.
So anyway, so bought there, and I said to my mother, I said, we have here a fantasy room. I said, going to make it a sister room. Now, I designed the room. I designed both the rooms. I built both the rooms. The walls, the roof, the ceiling. Okay, because my father helped me. But my father had no business, had no idea how to run. The only can do, Dad, bring me this, Dad, cut this, cut that, okay? But he was there to help me all the time. Anyway, plus I had some other people too to help me. So anyway, so I designed, so we built it. So built it, and then put the steps up high. People, they can look it down, look nicer. I put the Sicily room. I went to wanted the shopping in London. I said, I want you to come up to me. I have a picture. I want to make a big scenery out of there. Fine. So we did that. We opened up. Okay. We opened up. And then I started have busy. And I said, to keep people here, I said, I got to do some dancing, something. But at that point, all I had beer and wine license. In Ontario, not Canada, in Ontario, restaurants, all you can serve beer and wine, no liquor. When you open up the Sicily room, I had 6 to 8 lawyers that used to come in every night. They had one table, it said to me, Alpini, and it was Ernest Alpini. It said, Vincenzo, this table for us every night. I'd be here every night. It was every night for a long time. You know, have a dinner, but it was pick up bottle, okay, and at the table, drinking. That's okay, don't bother me. Anyway, one day come to me and said, Vincenzo, I need your help. I said, Mr. Halpenny, what can I do for you? He said, no, you can't help me. What do you want me to do? I'm going to run for senator, and I want you helping me. I said, Mr. Halpenny, whatever I can, I can. I will. He said, by the way, if I wanted the election, what do you want from me? I'll tell you one thing, Mr. Halpenny. I was hoping someday the government will change their mind and allow me, everybody else, let's have a liquor. You got it. Finally, I knew a friend of mine at the TV station, the owner. I said, listen, so-and-so coming to me, and he wants my help. He says, what do you want me to do? I says, what do you suggest? Well, I'll tell you one thing, Vincenzo. Here's what you can do. You go back home and write what you want to say. You come back here with a recorder, and I give you 2 minutes, 3 times a day, every Sunday. Anything you want to say. Really? So I went home. So I write everything what I want to say. I went to the TV station, so there's a recorder. Same thing I did with CJBK radio. CJBK radio, when they open up, they come to my restaurant. From a net, they open up. Not from a station, from a net. I went to them, same thing. He says, okay. So they gave me 2 minutes. 2 minutes, So, and then CHLO, every station, every radio station, Anyway, here comes the election. Over City Hall, 2nd floor. All the news people, the TV stations, TV news, all the reporters were there because watching the watch, right? So I had 2 screens. I can see Mr. Halpenny, his radar goes up, the other guy going down. So his radar way up. He won. Okay, he won. He comes to me, give me a big hug. Vincenzo, no way cannot thank you for. By the way, come with me. Sometime you wonder, okay, how the politicians work, okay? He took him to another room. He picked up the phone, right there. I'm Ernest Halpenny. I just been elected. I want you issue. Do you understand me? I want you issue a fully license to my best friends, Vincenzo Bondi. He comes to me, he says, you got it. I said, what? He said, you got your license. I said, what? I said, anyway, meantime, you had to call it the newspaper. Because when you do something like that, you got to let the people know. Oh my gosh. People drive me crazy. One guy phoned him from Toronto, and he offered me to purchase the license for $25,000. He said, I give you $25,000. I said, no, my license is not for sale. Now, a license wasn't mine, okay? I worked hard to obtain the license. Not my family, not my friends, only me to my friends, to my people that I knew, helping me for him. So anyway, so it would say anyway. So and I called somebody to help me set up the bar. I went to set up the bar, buy the wine barrel, cut it in half. I did that. Okay, build it up, Somebody came in, put the formica over top. So we did that. And then, when they started the license, people, they were crazy. They went crazy. How did you do that? How did you do that? Hey, that's my business. I'm not going to tell you how I did that. I did. So anyway, so we open up. The bar come in, the license come in, because what you do, you have to go City Hall, apply for, to change the license to Vincenzo Bondi, beer one only. Now we say fully, Vincenzo Bondi, fully licensed. Now, don't forget, the license wasn't mine. Nobody else in my family worked for that. I did the work, all myself. So anyway, we open up. We started to get busy. And then I decided to have a live band. The trio, drummer, the piano, and bass guitar. So the place started to get bigger, get busy. And then I had to get the hostess, I had to get the bartender, I had to get some more people, more chef, So anyway, we work hard. My mother worked hard too, My wife worked hard too. Brother-in-law, Tony Corner, to work in the kitchen. So then I needed somebody in the front to make a pizza. And so Frank, my brother-in-law Frank, he used to work with the kitchen, the chicken. I said one day, Frank, I said, you want to come in, work for me? I said, I pay you, so whatever you make over there, I said, I pay for it. I don't know anything about it. I'll teach you. Don't worry about it. I'll teach you. So Frankie come over and started work for me. And he beside me for 2 weeks. We do this, we do the dough, we do here the pasta, we do the cut pepperoni, we wash the dishes. Everybody washes the dishes. Not just the dishwasher, everybody. So anyway, wash the trays, everything else. Fine. So after 2 weeks, Frankie watching him, so he was doing okay. Okay. So anyway, started to get busier. So my house next door, I had a living room, a dining room, a downstairs, and the second floor, the living quarter. Sometimes you want to go a little late. Sometimes we open up about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, So to begin with, my wife was there. My mother was there, trapped in the kitchen. And I remember when Mary was maybe 2 years old. Fall asleep, he comes down, Mommy, oh, fall asleep, Mommy. So Mommy get up and walk upstairs. Anyway, so and then I decided to build the Spanish room. But meantime at all, my mother, she says, okay, I live here. It says, can we find something bigger, some bigger houses? So I shop around, and I find this house on Comish for sale. I said to my mother, as I say, all of us talk to my mother, because she was a businesswoman. My daddy, excellent man, but easy come, easy go. You don't talk about business. So anyway, I said to my mother, I say, you know what? I say, I can buy the house. I say, we can buy. I say, both of us, we buy the property. And I can design a belt, half for me and half for you. I went to the architect, and he said, you want $5,000. I said, not too much money. I said, what would it cost me? What would you charge me if I do the layout? I give everything what you need, half of it. I said, okay. So I went to the shop, I bought the paper, I bought the print, I started print. I said, my side over here, my living room, a dining room, and a kitchen, and a bedroom, so whatever it is. Same thing with my mother. But what I did, I put the 2 doors in. one door for me going in and one door for my mother. Now, because of the zone is made for single family, and only you're allowed to have one door. So I went to the city hall. The engineer worked there. He used to work for me. They delivered pizza at night. He says, Vincent says, I'm a social. He says, that's a law. I cannot do that. You're only allowed to have one door. What do you want me to do? He says, go back and take it 2 doors up. I'm making one door. You know. He says, okay. I'm not looking, okay, anything else. Just the door. So I went up there and went back, put a stamp on, started working on it. So anyway, and then, so we had somebody knock the house down, take the junk out of there. But I said, all the wood, you save it. All the wood, put it in one corner, but all the bricks, all the cement, they take it away. So, and then we hired people come in for digging, because in the floor shows the basement, right? Basement. You got to dig it up, and now you got to put put footings all the way around it, and then you put cement blocks up, right? All my blocks up, and then you got cement on the inside. I had somebody helping me. Okay? No one, and I repeat, and I want you people to remember that. No one in my family helped me. Okay? My father helped me, you know what? My father didn't help me much, because you know why? Because my father's job was in a restaurant. Go to San Antonio in the morning, buy the mushrooms, go to the restaurant, wash it, clean it, cut it, cut the cheese, cut the pepperoni, cut the anything we need. This was a 5 days, no, 6 days job for my father. My father, sometime, God bless what it is, okay, he used to come in maybe 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, okay? But generally speaking, help from start to finish, So anyway, so we finish it up, right? We put the floors, the basement on, put the floors on, put the walls up, okay? Now, one thing, I said to my mom, I said, Mommy, I do all the walls, all the finish everything else. I said, because you have a fireplace here, you do, what you want to do. You want to get somebody else. You've got the kitchen here, you want to get somebody, you get somebody. But it says, okay, everything else, I do it. The same thing here. Okay, I did that. Okay, I did the house. I designed the house. I built the house. And no one out of my family helping me. No one. Okay. Now, somebody in my family, the other day told me that my daddy built the house. No, my daddy did not build the house. I finished the house. I designed the house. I built the house. My dad helping me part-time. The only thing my daddy wasn't there because Sunday and Monday. Because you know what? Because the restaurant was closed, so my dad didn't have to do nothing else. The Lord, 2 days my dad wasn't there helping me. Not design, not built, helping me. Dad, bring it, it's over here. Brad, bring this over here, okay? Now, I want you to make it so clear. In my family, there no one ever come to me. The bathroom, we had 3 bathrooms each, the house. I had the 4 bedroom, 3 bath. No, 3 bedroom, 3 bath. My mother, the 3 bedroom, 3 bath. Okay. Total square feet is about 6,400 square feet. The total, that's what it is. But I'll say half of mine, but that's for me.
And at the time, were there any houses that were as big as that one in London?
No, not as big. No, my house was, as a matter of fact, some people call it Bunting's mansion. there was not a big house. Okay, so unless you got a fourplex, sixplex, something like that. But housing, no, it wasn't. No. My house, our house was first house, that big.
So you remember Al, Connie's husband, and you remember that he was the bouncer
Right.
at the restaurant.
Right, yes.
Do you have any stories to tell about that?
Well, the only story I have once that somebody come in to the takeout, pick up. We had one session. People come in, pick up, and the dining room. I remember once a guy come in and started to get smarter with me. So he turned around and he says, "Let me tell you something, buddy. You got anything to say? Now you said to me. Never mind me, Jen. You said to me, get out of here." And so I come out. Once by the bar, somebody had drank a little bit too much, and I had the same problem. So he come up, so he grabbed it. He said, "Get out of here, don't bother come back anymore." It's only a couple of times.
Did he did it that nice?
Yeah.
Or
No,
did he
nicer.
grab him
No,
from the back of his
no.
shirt and throw him out?
Okay, so he grabbed it. He says, "Come out." That's it. Okay. We said no fight, no argument, or anything like that. He
Right.
grabbed, take it outside. Well, so we love.
But
You know.
he
That's
said,
not,
look
that's
at
not
me.
what I want. I want you to look
Look
at
at me.
Is it so hard to do?
I love you.
Love me.
So we thank Tony to come over here, Matilda, and the kids come over here. Especially Tony, he took his time, his knowledge, to bring the special camera to show us and ask us our previous memories, all of those memories, so which you see in the future. Maybe we're not going to be here, okay? But someday, even sooner, we say you can see it. And 100 years from now, you can still watch it on.